Welcome aboard, I'm JasonOfArgo, and this is Dead in Vinland, a resource management / RPG game set in the Viking era, wherein you play a family of castaway Vikings who crash land on an island who knows where, full of mystery, danger, and gods of old. And if there's anything I like, it's resource management, Vikings, and turn-based combat, which this game also has plenty of. It all just sounds very much right up my alley. We'll see if that's the case. We're going to start a new game right now. JasonOfArgo, obviously. Alright, so here we have the difficulty settings. Nice vacation, plus 20% to all skill gains, and blah, all state increases and decreases. This is the first time. Yeah, I'll do the tutorial, why not? True Vikings don't need checkpoints. Only have one save. That's not good, because if any one of the main family members die, you eventually get more people in your little colony, because that's what you gotta do. You gotta build up a little homestead. They can die, but if any of the main family members die, it's totally game over. And there is stat management. Everybody has stats like a D&D character kind of thing, and states, which we'll learn about later. Suffice to say, we're gonna go with middle of the road survival tutorial, and I want more than one save. Please.
I've always had simple needs. A roof. A family. A peaceful life. But, like the Skalds sing, you can't always get what you want. And what the gods gave me was fire and steel.
Kill the bastard!
They screamed. Luckily, we were warned in time. I can't forget the tears of my beloved Bloodwed when they burned down our house. Our memories. I yelled, "Drop these bags and row if you want to live." We barely escaped on a stolen boat, with no map and no destination. They didn't bother to follow us. No turning back. We were exiled. This is how our miserable journey began. We drifted for days. Depressed. Hungry. Lost. We thought we had reached the end of the world, when the gods sent us the most terrible storm. Our fate was decided. Death. Oblivion. Then, we saw it, coming out of nowhere. Salvation. Or Loki's dirty tricks. The gods are playing with us. But I just know that we must survive.
Fun fact, Vinland is Newfoundland. So that's probably the island that they crashed on. Alright, that set the stage. So let's get going with the survival business. A family exiled from home. There's going to be a lot of reading in this game, for reasons they cannot fathom. A longboat lost in a storm. An island from map unknown. Wind, waves, and thunder. The boat torn asunder. 4 bodies washed ashore. Bloodwed, Kari, Moira, where are you? We're here, honey. We're fine. Did they call each other honey back then? Also, let me get rid of the Steam notifications. That's recording. That's recording. Everything is recording. Odin be praised. The Old Father hasn't completely abandoned us, it seems. I wouldn't have bet on it, considering the last turn of events. Kari, are you alright, my child? Yeah, Mom, I'm great. Our home burned, Njord's best storm in our asses, and Dad's perfect landing on the sharp rocks of an unknown island. A perfect day. Well, aren't you just a little ray of sunshine, Kari? I love this girl already. Okay, so it looks like this is one of our first choices. Also, there are relationships that you have to juggle in this game. I feel like Moira would crack a joke here. In our misery, we can be thankful that we didn't get Njord's rod up our asses. Believe me, honey. Ugh, gross. I'm gonna throw up. -1 depression, though. Okay, well, so Kari just puts on a front. She's not totally a jerk face. Yeah, that's cute and all, but what do we do now? Do you have any idea where we are, Eric? No. We drifted far to the west over many days to the end of the world as we know it. We ended up in the mythical land known as Canada. Never heard of an island that far to the west. I don't think any Norsemen ever went here. As a matter of fact, they did. There is conclusive evidence that Northmen from Scandinavia did in fact reach the Americas long before Christopher Columbus. Greenland isn't actually that far away from Canada, and the Vikings did go to Greenland, so not a stretch. We should explore the vicinity and see if we can find someone that could help us. I hope that someone doesn't turn out to be a frost giant, or worse. We'll see. The family, disoriented by the wreck, starts to look around. They walk away from the sad remains of their ship to explore the woods. The forest was as silent as themselves. The atmosphere was getting tense when... Look! A track! Kari rushed to take the path. They continued like this for an hour, when they finally found the end of the path outside the forest. Whoosh! A wooden shack just here. Doesn't seem to be inhabited, though. It's ours now. What do we do now? There's no hope of turning back to our home. Only fire and steel await us there. So we must start a new life here. It may be a land of new possibilities as long as we stick together. Ah. I'm thankful to Frigg to be able to endure this hardship with my husband, my dear sister, and my daughter. So it's not just a one-way thing. Everybody kind of goes back and forth. Without my family, I wouldn't have the will to fight and live. So that's her sister. I thought that was another daughter. We're here for you, sister. Always. Baling, baling. So everybody's starting off with fairly good relations. I still hope this cursed island is inhabited. Time will be very long if it's just the four of us. And we'll need husbands if we want to repopulate the island. Right, Kari? No way. Ever. You can stay in bed with your dirty dreams. I'm gonna explore this island and make it mine. These guys don't talk like Norsemen. Listen, everyone. Now is not the time for jokes. We still have plenty to do if we want to survive. We have enough potable water for a few days if we ration ourselves, but we can't rely on that. I found 2 big barrels we can use as containers for water. Handy. So there's the water. There's the potable water. Don't forget, don't drink water coming from the river before boiling it, or you'll die. So that means we must build a fire, and quickly. I only have 1 fire mushroom left. What on earth is a fire mushroom? Good, we'll need to build a lot of things to settle here. I'll set up a workshop with some tools where we can work quietly. Well, it's good to know all the essentials survived that amazing shipwreck. But we'll need resources. We can scavenge for now. We still had a bit of food left on the ship too. We should fetch it. It won't last long. I looked around and found things we could use. Check it out. Check me out. Rope and wood and stone and wow, that's a lot. Good job, Kari. We should explore the surroundings. We may find food and resources and yada yada yada. We don't know what to expect. Let's start. Yes, indeed, let's start. So, here we are. Dead of Vinland is a turn-based game, so you can always take your time to think. Each day is divided into 3 phases, morning and afternoon, during which your characters can perform tasks, and the night, where they discuss, eat, drink, and rest before the day. Cool. Your most critical resources are your fire and water. Always keep an eye on them. Okay, so now we can access the... Right now, the fire is completely off. We must turn the fire on using wood and tinder. Feed it some wood once lit, and its intensity when its intensity decreases. Without fire, the family won't hold together for long. Well, you know, it'll be fine in the day, right? They can't survive drinking non-potable water, so it must be purified. Notice the decrease of fire intensity in the process. Okay. Yes, back down to 91%. So it's all going to be a big old balancing act. Trying to keep everybody alive while also not using too many resources. Excellent. What is that? This will be covered later and is unavailable in the meantime. Well, okay. Now is the time to assign tasks. All characters can be accessed from the sidebar. And be dragged and dropped into an activity. Drag Mora and drop her into the search slot. Okay. Yeah, you can see all the little skills there, or rather, that's the states that they have. So it looks like we got fatigue, hunger, something, injury. What the heck? That was weird. It just flopped back to the desktop. Anyway, we'll see how to execute assigned tasks once everyone has something to do. Someone should take care of fetching water, such as Bloodavid. Thank you, Bloodavid. You definitely need to upgrade your camp. The workshop enables a crafting activity, which obviously Eric will do. Some stations have additional options, such as a crafting plan. Wood is a basic resource, useful to keep the fire blazing and craft more items. Build a lumber camp as soon as possible. Yeah, that does sound pretty essential. And we have just enough wood and rope alike. The island is covered in beautiful forest, but finding trees is not a problem. Cutting them and bringing them back to camp is. The workshop is currently damaged, indicated by the color within the hammer icon. Yellow. Click here to have a global view of the camp and repair stations. Every station deteriorates a bit every night. That sounds bad. And every time they are being used. Lower condition means lower efficiency. So how do we repair it? Oh, I guess with the repair button. Bada boom, bada boom. We just used up all of our stone repairing the workshop, but at least it's back up to excellent condition. We become what we behold. We shape our tools, and thereafter, our tools shape us. Now we need to explore. Assign Kari to the explorer spot. Never saw that coming. Now the characters have something to do. Let time flow. Swoosh. So, Moira gathered wood and rope and fabric. Good on her. And raw fish. And fish bait. And Angelica ointment. And Celandine ointment. But she gained 10 fatigue. And if any one of those states reaches 100%, they pretty much die. Is there any way to skip this? Okay, the lumber camp is 66% done. And Bloodavid got us water and quite a bit of fatigue. Kari, what do you have for us? She used up some of the drinking water. She fully explored the beach, so we got a new area in our map uncovered. Ah, different coordinates on the map that are all under the sub-area of the beach. So, here's the map. Now, this is the sequel to another game called Dead in Bermuda. I did not play it. I have no idea what it was about, but apparently this map is a lot bigger. At each square, we can explore to find, stuff, useful things. Clicking an unexplored area will mark it as a target for upcoming exploration. Click on the newly discovered area to open it. Every area contains exactly one thing you can interact with. Find and click on it to display all available actions. Most of these can only be used a fixed amount of time, and the red ones indicate you won't be able to do any other action afterwards. Please note, they will not affect the time of day by performing these actions. Also, you can choose to keep some for later. Let's go ahead and open up this ornate coffer. You whistle when you examine the chest. It is almost in perfect state, and its craftsmanship is exquisite. The antlers have been polished and circled in gold. The intricate carvings show a great mastery of woodworking. Even the choice of wood is luxurious. Makes you wonder if the inside matches the outside. Well, let's find out. We're definitely going to open this carefully. Obviously, Kari, since agility. And that seems to give us the best chance of success. See, everybody has their own little stats. And Kari, obviously, being the explorer and adventurer, is good with her hands. You won't let a heavy golden padlock prevent you from opening the chest. Oh, only 57%. Oh, come on, Kari. Yeah, that's the way we do it. You open the chest. Colored vials, parchments, and jewels are inside. To fit a king. Heimdall's horn. A cola potion. Angelica ointment. I have no idea what these things are. Hopefully we'll find out later. So that's it for this area. That is the exactly one thing we can interact with. Back to camp. Some items are usable, which means they can be used instantly on a character. Access the use item pop up via the sidebar, or click directly on the character. Use an item. Use the Angelica Ointment, I guess. Try using an item on the character who needs it most. So you have 40% depression, but we can fix that with some Angelica Ointment. Swallow to be relieved of flatulence. Also protects from plague. Well, yeah, I'd be pretty depressed if I was farting and dying of illness, so go ahead and swallow that there. Cures poor eyesight. So what does Heimdall's horn do? Son of the 9 mothers, Heimdall likes everything gold. He owns a golden horse and wears fabulous golden teeth. In our days, he would have made a glorious gangsta rap singer. Immersion broken, 0 out of 10. Famous for bringing back her beloved necklace to Freyja, the shiny Brisingamen, battling Loki in the shape of a seal. All things considered, a rather peculiar man, this Heimdall. So it's usable, but we can gain 5 courage, which is also a stat, plus 8 efficiency for every courage-based action, minus 8 to depression, increases when using shipwreck healing tent. Okay, so I guess you gain depression when you go near the shipwreck or you go to the healing tent. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to use that just yet. In order to manage properly the family's well-being, your most valuable asset is a character sheet via the sidebar. Bada bing, bada boom. There they are. Skills increase over time when being used. Okay. Skills grouped into 4 categories. As you can see, physical, mental, concentration, and endurance. Now what? Traits. Oh, we can get new traits. Plus 20. Stay-at-home mom. Minus 50 to everything outdoors. Hates stone. Stubborn, so she's at minus 100% XP gains when mining. She just can't take it. She hates rocks. The health of a character is composed of 5 distinct parts. If any of these reach 100, the character dies. So all of these must be managed all the time. And she just gets a general minus 25% to all experience gains because she's stubborn. Every task is associated to a skill. You should now be able to plan the next phase on your own. Click the next button to end the next phase. Okay, yeah, we're going to keep everybody doing what they're doing. That sounds good. This is, of course, the afternoon. Click to fast forward. Yes, please. Arrows. Cool. Depression. Arrows and depression. What a thing to find. A lumber camp is done, which enables wood cutting. Yay! That's going to be very useful. Oh, nice. Not much of a lumber camp, but what are you going to do? Blitterved, you got us more water. And Kari used up water exploring that area. Cool. The sun is fading. Time to make final arrangements before the night. There's nothing set in stone, but a good rule of thumb is to have some food, 1 potable water per person, and be sure the fire intensity is high enough it won't die down during their sleep. Click the end of day button. It's all taken care of. Pretty self-explanatory. Choose the area. What are you looking at here? You're looking over there? Let's go here first. See what we can... lost shipment. Inspect. An old barrel resting on the shore. It seems empty and useless. Either it's already been looted or the contents are scattered somewhere nearby. How long have I been going? Let's check it out. Search for loot. We got plenty of wood, don't we? Strength check, right? Or exploration? I guess exploration would be the... Or would it be scavenging? Whatever the barrel contained, the sea claimed, but maybe the waves didn't scatter the contents too far away. Ooh, yes, thank you. Dig under the barrel. Yeah! Thank you, my wife. Who is also technically me, since I play all of them. You dig around the sand, you dig the sand around the barrel. Maybe something got buried here. +1 strength, yay! And a lot of fatigue. A shimmering light in the sand catches your eye. You dig a little to find a small iridescent stone, warm to the touch. Lucky you. -4 depression. And a fire crystal. Ah, okay. And a foul-smelling potion. Probably will be useful in combat to throw in people's faces. Now, let us end the day. So here we are. Okay, that's enough for today. Come, everyone. It's time to grab a bite and try to sleep a little. You can start without me. I want to consolidate this shelter some more. You shouldn't overdo it, Eric. The shadows are already dancing with us. No, really. I can. I must. It's my fault, you... Not again, Eric. We already discussed that topic. You don't have to take the blame alone for what is happening to us. Oh, no! You can see her eyebrow twitching. But you heard like me, honey. But you heard like me, honey. The men that burned our home were after me. They screamed, kill the bastard. I'm the bastard. It's my burden to bear alone. Plus 20% depression. Why did they call you that? That's a story I'd like to hear. If we weren't close to dying from starvation, of course. We should make traps. The forest must be full of tiny meat on legs. And full of big dangers. I'd prefer you stay here with me. There's plenty to do at the camp. Ugh, in your dreams, Mom. Yeah. Ugh. Ugh, -10 to love. Okay, we have some axes, we have some bags. We're good to cut trees in the forest from now on. I'll let you take care of that. I don't have the muscle for it. You can help too, Moira. You must strengthen your body. You're too weak. Everybody's hating each other now, all of a sudden. I'm the sister who got the mind, and you got the muscle. And I got both. You sure did, child. Cutting trees is tiresome, but hauling them back even more so. Anyone can help, but don't overdo it. You'll just end up hurting yourself. I just want to remind everyone, wood is our main resources for crafting and keeping the fire. So we shouldn't overlook keeping a steady supply of wood. Obviously. We built the camp. Well, sort of. So now everyone is dehydrated. Every night the characters will be dehydrated. The more potable water you give them, the more likely they will hydrate. Staying dehydrated means penalties, and they will worsen. If they are not rehydrated, if they reach dehydrated 4, they will die. Drag and drop the allocated ration to each of them. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's not a lot of water. Is there any way to get rid of that? Yeah, everybody... Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to split it. Split it up just a little bit. I want everybody to at least try to get dehydrated. Okay, so only 2 people got dehydrated. So if you do less than 1, they probably are gonna stay thirsty. They also need to split whatever edibles they have. Most of the food is perishable, so it will rot before the end of the night. Drag and drop food to each of them until satisfied, then proceed to the end of the night. Okay, you guys like eating raw fish? I hope so, because you're gonna get it. Let's get everybody below 10. There we go. Ooh, yeah, a little bit of sickness. Or was I wrong? Somebody got a little bit sick thanks to the uncooked fish. Probably should have taken care of that. Yep, everybody gets a little bit sick. What? Ah, she needs... We have no potable water. Uh-oh, that means you can't go exploring. Okay, we need to take care of that. Is there anybody who can help out on the lumber camp, maybe? Well, we don't really need to explore just yet, do we? Let's get Kari working on that. Looks like that's where we're going to start growing food. You need a crafting plan. What can we do next? What is this? Upgrades to the workshop. We need an ancient knowledge, but we have none. We should take some time to think about how to improve our camp. Okay. Shelter. We definitely want to improve the shelter. If we can. But it's just all locked because we don't have anywhere near the resources to... Ooh. Why is this locked? We should honor the gods to ease our minds from earthly matters. Recover 0 to 5 depression every night. Why can't we do that? The corresponding tier must be unlocked. Okay, so we need to unlock tier 2. I have no idea how to do that. Is there anything we can do with all this? I mean, is there like a research or a tech tree or something? Or can we just take him off of that? So, mom and daughter are good at scavenging. Eric looks like he's pretty standard in mental and physical. Pretty awful endurance, actually. He's okay at forestry. But he gains 50%. Potential hero. Interesting. So, because he's a potential hero, he gets plus 50% to all of this stuff. Bloodred, who is a Welsh princess? That's odd. Does she get any special stats? She's good at charisma, so if there's ever any chance, and constitution, so if there's ever any chance of talking, she's gonna have to handle it. Right now, she's good at harvesting, forestry, endurance. She's not super great at endurance, actually, if I remember correctly. But she's okay at crafting and cooking. Pretty good at constitution, which means she probably won't get sick very often. -6 when using shipwreck, harvesting, camp, garden, pens. Okay. So what can we do? So we need to definitely keep somebody working on the lumber camp. And you, what can we choose for a crafting plan? I would like to know. I would very much like to know. We've already got this. All we need is ancient knowledge to unlock. What is that? What is that? Seriously. Tier 1 upgrades. I think that just unlocks the tier 1 upgrades. But we don't have any ancient knowledge. Expedition camp. We should thoroughly explore the island. Enables exploration activity for one character. So it looks like everything is locked right now. Alright. 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 Let's take you off for that then. How good are you at exploration again? Oops, sorry. How good are you at exploration? You're middling, fair to middling. But the only other person who's okay at it is Kari. You know what? You are good at forestry, so we're actually going to put you on the lumber camp. Kari, you're going to take some of our water and head out. And Eric is going to work on the forestry to give us some more wood. Wood, rope, fabric, raw meat, and healing plants. Very good. Plus 12 fatigue. Holy cow. But not a whole lot of depression. More regrets to rest during the morning. Plus 4 wood. Plus 10 fatigue. Plus 4 depression. I think chopping wood would probably be kind of relaxing. Kari, you explored that area of the woods. And the beach. So if they explore one area, they automatically begin exploring a new one. Okay, Kari returns home, running as if she saw a ghost. Mom, Dad, there's someone. Oh my goodness gracious. A small group of armed men enters the camp. Eric and Bloodred step up, raising their arms in sign of peace. Wolves at the door. A huge muscular man walks in front of the group, a giant axe in his hand. 3 skulls are hanging from his leather belt. Because you know he's hardcore if he's got 3 skulls. Bloodred will speak up. Welcome, stranger. We come in peace. Our ship wrecked on the shore a few days ago. I see who's in charge here. All right, she's a woman, which means that we might run into trouble. Coward, you hide behind your women. Get a taste of my blade. Wow. Hey, man. Walk and talk softly, carry a big stick. As he says these words, he swings his axe with fury, wounding a surprised Eric. Then everyone charges in a battle. What? Okay. So this guy hates women, apparently. Why is Bloodred not gonna... Oh, who will fight? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it has to be Bloodred. So, this is our first taste of combat. Eric is fast and is a warrior, while melee combat specialist. Initiative effects resist 20%. Initiative 2. She is a mystic and a healer. Bloodred is the tank, apparently. Sturdy. Attacks on this character can't land critical hits. Good. So he's the damage dealer. She's the tank. She's the healer and debuffer. And she's the ranged lady. 5 initiative. Ooh. Let's go ahead and bring these guys into battle first. So, this is going to be our first taste of combat, and then I think we'll end the video. Prepare to fight. They are turn-based. The order is at the top of the screen, refreshed every turn. Your characters have 2 health bars. Gray hearts won't have any lasting consequences, but red hearts will result in more injury and chances to get a wound. Each skill requires its character to be in a given row to be used. Like Darkest Dungeon, there are ranks. There's the front and the back. They can easily switch between melee and range rows by using the move skill, but be aware, one can't be considered in the range row if there isn't anyone in the melee one. So there has to be people in the melee row to guard the people in the back. Skills can apply various effects. Notice everyone has a chance to resist negative ones. End your turn to get extra AP for the next one. Aggressive lunge from Knives Guy. Okay. He's gonna insult Moira. Oh! Razor Stick in Defiance. She's been debuffed. I don't know how though. Axe Throw. He gets 2 actions. What? What? She goes straight to. It goes straight to the red hearts. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do here. Target random enemy in the melee row. Out of reach. Oh, Ancient Curse. Prayer to the Gods. Max damage +2, accuracy +5. Yeah, let's go ahead and target the guys in the front row. Bring their dodge down so we can hit them. Debuffed. Boom, baby. Bloodowed. Now, right-click to go back to Moira. Oh, does she still have action points? She still has 3. Can we target him again? Does it stack? Looks like it does. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, well. Either way, here's Eric's turn. War Cry. +15%, +7% critical. Very nice. Bull Charge. Moves you to the front. And does damage. Okay, so this is 2 action points. All the rest of these are 3. This one targets all enemies in the melee row, but it only does 2 to 4 damage. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our War Cry on. A manly bellow to get the blood flowing. And now we shall... Berserk attack. Knives Guy. Ooh. Only 3 damage. Great. Good job, Eric. That was amazing. What can you do? Shield Bash. AP -1. Guard. Damage resistance up. Taunt. -5 accuracy and dodge. And Turtle Strike. Okay. Impenetrable Wall. Target any ally in any row. Yeah. Definitely get her defense up. And now we shall Turtle Strike Knives Guy. Bam! Anything else? Nope, I think that's it. Knives Guy will do a tactical retreat to the back row. Buffed with what? +1 initiative and focus, which does something or other. Plunderer will attack Bloodowed with a chop. Oh no! But it only did our gray. It only hit our gray hearts. And now it's our turn. All right, Moira. Show 'em what you got. Ooh, the surprise blow can only be used from the melee row. I guess we can go ahead and move you up and whack him. Oh, miss? Are you serious? But he still gets debuffed. Okay, good. Let's see. Target any enemy in the melee row. Let's get the... Let's get our critical strikes up again. Arrgh! And then we'll melee strike the plunderer. Or will we? Alright, yeah. We'll go ahead and melee strike. Whoa, that was a crit for 6. Nice. And Bloodowed should be able to finish him off. Should be. I hope so. Yeah, let's go ahead and turtle strike that guy. Now, if I had Kari, I could attack that guy. But we can go ahead and finish him off. Bam. So, knives guy, what do you want to do now? We'll get an impenetrable wall up on Moira. Now we'll see what quote-unquote knives guy wants to do. He will maim! Oof. Okay. A crit. Great. 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 He's buffed now. Out of reach. What does this do? Critical hit plus 17. Oh, well. It'll probably kill him. Oh, are you serious? Okay, so she attacks and then she moves into the back row. Let's go ahead and get their damage up. Higher damage is definitely something we're going to want to look at. But see, now that that plunderer is gone, there's nobody to protect knives guy, so he's dead. Boom, baby. Victory, first blood. Injury has been raised quite a lot. The whole family fights valiantly until the giant man enters the fray with a loud, terrifying laugh. And now the slaughter, he screams. Wait, what? Oh, okay, so this still isn't over? Okay. We'll bring Kari into the... We'll probably want Blood of Ed. Yeah, we'll probably want Blood of Ed for this. This is probably gonna be one of those... it's gonna be one of those unwinnable battles, isn't it? It definitely is. Yeah, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose a lot. Yeah, this is one of those unwinnable battles. I always hate those. Okay. Eric, you just watched your family get slaughtered. Go ahead and do a berserk attack for what it's worth. For 3. That wasn't very berserkish, Eric. That wasn't very berserkish at all. 0. Good man. Good man. The giant man is covered in blood, sweat, and tears, his eyes twitching frantically. Har, har, har. See who's your master now, frickin' weaklings. I'm Bjorn Headcleaver, fools, and everything's on that island is mine. I's made for fighting and winning, so you is mine, mud eaters. I'll explain just once, cause me don't like the talking, so keep your ears opened. You will live until I decide you're of no use to me. Then your tiny freaking heads will add to my collection. Every 7 moons, one of my stupid underlings will come. You'll pay him tribute, understood? You're already lagging behind. I want 10 wood in 5 days. If I'm happy with what I receive, you may live another week, or maybe not. Understood, dimwits? There's no way out, only for the valleys of hell. And the last piece of advice, there are men of mine patrolling the woods. They'll attack you on sight. They must pay tribute too. So it's them or ya. Farewell, peasants. So then. After checking everyone was more or less fine, they returned to tasks. Was it shame or pain? No one was in the mood to talk about what happened. And now we're all cripplingly depressed. Good. But with that in mind, I have spent way too much time on this game. So I'm going to have to call it there. If you guys liked it, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so that you can get the little ding-a-ling-a-ring notification when a new video comes up. I am and will remain your captain, and I will see you all on the next leg of our journey. Bye-bye.